Okay, I know I'm a talker, so then I got to cram in my interview. But you know, when I get into these readings, I can't help it. And the reason I, have Nikoa Mak coming up, come on up, Nikoa, is and you know how to mic up, sweetheart. You just saw how it was done. Is because of what she represents. Okay? So, you are a professional drag queen performer, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Right. Now, we need you to define that a little bit because I even made a mistake before the show talking to you, and I didn't, I got confused and about, are you a transvestite? Do you, like to dress like a woman all the time? And you said, no, actually, I'm a professional drag queen performer, and I love being a male.
Right.
You wouldn't want to carry our body parts around, you told me 24/7. I was pretty impressed. I thought, well, I've gotten used to it. But what got you to want to become a drag queen performer?
Well, I think that a drag queen performer is male.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
okay.
A drag. Male dressed as a female. I don't think that it really has boundaries, to my opinion, but in our community, they do lip-syncing shows, and some of them do a little bit of choreography, and I and my group are really trying to push the boundaries of that, because 3 years ago, there was a lot going on in my life, and I didn't really feel like I had control anymore. Nothing, like no addictions or anything like that, just a lot of hurdles in my life that I was overcoming. And so I needed a creative outlet. I've been dancing since I was like 12. Always loved.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you were put into dance. Mm-hmm. You wanted it.
Right. I actually toured with the Young Continentals,
okay.
which is a Christian dance and singing group, and so I have the background of dance and performing, and I've always been interested in acting, and so I needed that creative outlet, and I wanted to tell a story. And when I started doing drag 3 years ago, I kind of got swept in with the atmosphere of everything and lost track of what I was doing, the purpose I started it all with.
How difficult has it been actually to perform here in Boise, Idaho? Are you from Boise?
Yes.
Okay, so you're from here.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone out of here into the bigger cities and checked it out? I mean,
yes.
What are some of the big cities that this is more popular in?
Well, I lived in Spokane, which we have a really good community. We have an amazing community.
Here in Boise?
Yes.
Yes. I think so.
In Spokane, I lived up there, and they had 2 bars that really welcomed it, and they're really small. And it's grown since I've been there, to my understanding. But a lot of areas have it. Seattle, California, it's full of it. The East Coast, it's all over. And there's shows on major networks now that have drag performers. And
so now, what are, like for here, like you were mentioning nightclubs, you have some performances you've done. What are some of the clubs here? You said there was like a couple in Spokane, but here you were saying we had a good community that was welcoming of it.
Right. The Lucky Dog, PNP, the Balcony, I've done all 3 of those venues.
You mentioned something about BSU to me earlier.
Yes, I actually performed at BSU.
I find that wonderful.
Yeah, it was really fun. And my upcoming shows, actually, I'm performing with the Cherry Bombs at Fatty's.
Now, I went to a Cherry Bombs performance maybe a year or 2 ago, and it was burlesque, correct?
Yes, they are burlesque.
Right. So you're going to be a part of that performance, or you're performing with them, or a part of the show?
I'm a part of the show.
Okay.
I'm collaborating with one of their dancers.
You know I'm going to want to go to this and check this out. Yeah, I have to check these things out.
Well, and I don't like to follow the norms of what the drag performers dance or what our style is. I do all styles, and so.
So you have a variety of styles. You mean you don't stick to one character, one performance? You actually do. Do you have different characters you perform? Or
right now, I perform as Nikoa.
Okay.
I do actually have a show coming out next spring that we're working on that I'm going to be playing a different character, but that will be the first that I've done that. So.
Well, this will be interesting. Now, did you say you were filming it, or?
Yes, it's going to be filmed, and we're going to be performing live. So.
I love it.
And I don't know when we're going to do our preview, but it'll be on my website.
So in the Treasure Valley, I mean, I'm just, I find this fascinating because Idaho's known to be a conservative state, okay? And when I moved here in '92, I didn't really see a lot of stuff going on. I was like, it was a little bit of a culture shock for me, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay? But I've seen it grow so much. That's why I was excited to have you on tonight. And I've had Minerva on.
Yes.
And I know you're buddies.
Yes, I like Minerva.
I love Minerva, and I love you. So, because Nikoa, I know you came one night and you sat. One of the things I was honored is you did come and sit in my audience one night and watch, and then I was honored when we asked if you would come on, and you said yes, you would love to. As I've seen things grow here in the Treasure Valley, I mean belly dancers and everything, so I've watched, even with the performers in belly dance and everything, I've watched it all grow. Pole dancing, for gosh sakes, okay? In this kind of performance, how big would you say it is in Treasure Valley right now?
I think it's growing. I think we have so much talent in the Treasure Valley. It's just a matter of taking the blinders off and allowing our minds to wrap our head around the different talent that's here.
Right.
So I think that's definitely growing. I don't know how big it is, but it's definitely a lot bigger now than when I started.
And how many years ago did you say you started?
3.
You started 3. And who encouraged you? What inspired you? I mean, somebody around here, what got you here to think you could do it in Boise? I mean,
I honestly don't know. I started, I was a photographer at the time, and so I was doing makeup for other people, and so.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were a photographer, you were doing makeup for other people, and then you decided, I'm going to try this. I'm going to express myself. I love doing it.
I dance better as a female than a male. As you can imagine me doing that as a male. So.
I love it. Well, you are gorgeous. I just want to put that out there. And you're letting me give you away.
Oh, okay.
No, you didn't. Okay, like I'm always surprised when my guest speakers are like, "Wait, Sheila, you're giving me away?" Yes, yes. And Minerva should have told you that, and you know that I gave her away. All right, so I'm giving you away now. Actually, I'm giving away her performance. So you are going to give away a ticket for. So what they're winning is actually a night at the Cherry Bomb performance. Is that what it is?
On August 20th.
So this ticket we're giving away tonight will be for August 20th with the Cherry Bomb show.
Yes.
And where's it going to be performed at?
Fatty's.
Fatty's.
Yes.
Okay, ready? Drum roll. I'm giving you away. I thought this is a pretty cool
Is there like
word.
a name on there?
There's a word.
Oh, okay.
Transformation. Ooh,
That's
and
a
she
good
did
word.
that sexy. Transformation. See if I. Who won her? Oh, I love it. Okay, so a little boy in the audience won, and yeah, everybody's laughing. Thank you. So we have to let his parents go because he's not old enough to get into Fatty's, all right? But anyone can win on my show. I want to thank you, Nikoa.
Thank you.
I want to thank the little guy that won. I want to thank my BS crew for filming. And I want to throw a thanks out to my little Eddie. He's only 12 or 13, and he's going to be having his own show, and he actually comes here and films my show. And I want to thank all you for viewing. Thanks. Thank you, sweetheart. That's great. You never know. Thank you.